We used Leviton, and it has an N-Ocean technology, which is German. It's a really simple system in theory, but you know, we have had some problems, but overall this stuff works really well. And the cool thing about it is that it's all self-powered. So you can put batteries in it, but the switches in particular, it works off kinetic energy. So you press it, there's enough energy in your press to send a signal to a relay. The relay acts as a switch and turns things on and off. The photocell has a PV in it, so it can get ambient light, and it will self-power. Same with the occupancy sensor. Wireless occupancy sensor, we had just a ton of these, and mostly it's occupancy sensors that we did. Daylight harvesting, what we did was we had a threshold of 30-foot candles. This is a cool idea if you want to use your existing ballast. You can have a threshold, so when it sees whatever the threshold is, it just turns off your existing equipment, so you're not putting in a bunch of stuff that you don't need. But one of the things you need to think about is programmable start. If you have things turning on and off that weren't instant start, will burn out your lamps much quicker. This is wireless switching in the map room. As you can see, there was no switches. There's 85 fixtures, didn't have any control. They were on for all year round. And this is one of the ideas I got from the actual staff. They said, you know, these maps are degrading in the light. Is there any way you can put a switch in here? And it's like, anytime I hear like an idea, hey, we could save energy, yeah, let's do it. So we did do this, and it works really. This is one of the things I think works really, really well. So this is one of those moments I had at like 3 a.m. in the morning. It was a light went off in my mind. I know that's cheesy, but the picture doesn't do well to represent it. But essentially, what happens when you're in an unoccupied state? There's one lamp on in the center, which is this picture over here. So it's unoccupied. The staff said we don't want the lights over the book stacks ever going dark. So we had the normally open, normally closed. It's essentially, you know, if you know about single pole, double pole relays, it's kind of like turnstile. Like when it's closed, then the one lamp is on. When it's open, the two lamps are on, and that's based on occupancy sensor. So when someone walks into the space, occupancy sensor detects them, switches from 1 to 2. It's a pretty cool thing because we use our existing technology. This is LED lighting in the break room. It's just one of those things, like we could do whatever we were at the, you know, we got this in, we didn't have to do it, but it's cool because it's tunable. 65 watts, we went to a 12-watt Cree fixture. Really cool, it looks better than it did. This is the exit sign LED retrofit. That's what the actual thing looks like. And so you just pull the guts out, put that in, that's what you come up with. This is the lighting load before and after results. So as you can see, red is before and green is after. And the cool thing about this is that, you know, in theory you can talk about how much did we save, right? And you won't know unless you do this. This is my feeling. And we know that we saved what we said we saved because we did the study. And it's really cool. One of the interesting things is, like, when you do an audit, you're not sure how accurate your audit will be. Well, my audit predicted that it would be 110 kW, peak kW. The logger results, which came after the audit, was 109. And my audit predicted 61 peak and 58. And we probably got 58 because we weren't going to do a few measures, one of them being the daylight harvesting. And that daylight harvesting, it worked really, really well. So if there's anything that I would stress, it's really being accurate and just being, you want to be fluid in your thinking. You know, you want to just be able to make an on-the-fly decision that this isn't working. I think that a lot of things with being on the facility side of things, not on the design side of things, well, we did design, is that we're able to say, hey, this isn't working, let's do something else. But you have a lot of people and a lot of money, that's not always possible. But anyways, thanks so much to whoever allowed us to win this award. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something today.